Is there like a countdown or something cool?
3, 2.
2. Nope, we're 6 seconds into it now.
Oh,
We're already here.
we landed on the moon. Trent, just do the old like.
I have to unplug my headphones, or else I could like spin in my chair on my back. It's actually pretty cool. I tested it earlier.
Next level.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You should go for that.
Oh,
all right, guys. Welcome to Beers with Born and Raised, the first ever.
Yeah, this is a new one.
I didn't know that we had to dress up, and I missed that.
No.
Steve did too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not dressed up. This is what I've worn all day.
Dawn said, "Sorry, I brought whiskey." Well, I'm drinking out of the wine glass here. So, what?
I'm close.
Okay, drink in hand, guys. What do you got? Let's hear it.
We know what Trent is.
Mine's ice water, to be honest with you. I haven't drank in a while, so I'm ice water
That's
today.
false.
I'm just trying.
Oh,
I'm just trying to set a good example for kids.
are you? Wow.
The first for everything.
Yeah. Okay, Steve with the tall BL, big shocker. Trevor with the new can Truly, big shocker.
Yeah,
He's got
it's
a
the sun,
yow.
it's the new Sunset, truly.
Yeah, at least you could have promoted somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I got. This is a strawberry lemonade.
Nice.
Yeah,
Isn't that one of their new flavors?
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. That's it's.
You know.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've been unemployed for a little while, and I have been just sitting down in a depressive state for the last 2.5 weeks, eating every 15 minutes and trying to wait till afternoon before
What about that?
Crack your
Whoa.
first TMD. Whoa. We can't
So you-
order out. What are we doing?
You got to
Dude.
watch your carb intake. You know what I mean?
Dude, COVID-19. Right
Nice. Right
there.
there.
Takeout.
Yeah, there we go.
Looks delicious.
Where's that from, Steve?
Vinny's burger restaurant here in town.
Attaboy.
First
Attaboy.
time, never ate there. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it.
You'll get, yeah.
Cool. Well, the whole point of this one, guys, is just to kind of hang out with the viewers there at home, share a cold one, and take some questions. So if you guys are watching
Sweet.
at home right now,
Start
fire away
typing
in the
away.
live chat. Yeah, type away on some questions. I did put up a post on the old Instagram earlier, and I found one question right out of the gate. This is for Steve Areno.
Oh,
boy.
great.
And it starts with, for you shorter guys,
Wow.
I think Steve's the only one there. Do you guys get a short frame for an exo pack, and then run the frame extensions when packing meat? And is there any other accessories that you need to pack meat? That's from Just Plain Nick Hake. So on the exo pack, do you get
That's
what
easy.
size frame? What size frame do you get, and do you run the extensions when you pack meat?
We
I do not-
all run the same size, right?
Boy, way to just jump in there, Trev. That's a nice job. But the question
Nice
was
work, bud.
for Steve. Yeah.
I just run the regular frame with a small hip belt. I don't think any extensions.
Yeah.
And we don't twist them over either, like they were talking about for packing meat. We don't do anything different for packing
No.
meat, rather than because our packs are usually 30 pounds or so.
I run mine all the way flipped over all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you're long torso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shortcomings.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see here. We got
Code, are you sporting the Hawaii background since you just had to cancel your trip?
I don't want to talk about it.
I had to cancel
Not
mine
at
too.
all. So
Dang.
I'm virtually there. I mean, just
Yeah.
back on the beach.
Think of the money.
Just,
Think of the money.
no, I think it costs money, doesn't it? Don't you have to rebook the flight? Then you have to go.
Yeah. Yeah, right now it's looking like maybe October-ish. So that's
Gotcha.
yep. So we got Mr. T. Roy Ball on the background here feeding us some questions. He said, shredded tines outdoors, how is this going to affect your spring bear hunt?
A lot.
Already been out there.
Yeah,
Not that
but
much.
Steve's already been out there scouting and stuff like that. But yeah, so we had a couple hunts in the hopper that we're supposed to do for that, and not sure about the hunt winners yet. We're just kind of playing it by ear. But we had 2 fully disabled veterans that were supposed to come out and hunt with us in mid-May, and it got yanked as of just a few days ago. So can't. They're kind of in a higher case bracket for the virus and stuff, and it just wasn't smart bringing them out. And so anyway, that got canceled for this year, but hopefully we're going to postpone it, and we are definitely going to do it. It's just not at this point.
That was a bummer.
Yeah, I was one of the hunts I was super excited for, and then to hear, yeah, it's not going down. It's just like, man, makes all this even more real, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And then, Code, weren't you supposed to leave here this next week? Is that something that can still happen or no?
Yeah, so I was actually supposed to leave Saturday. It looks like right now I'm going to take off Tuesday and head over east for I drew a tag. My buddy James Nash got me set up with a couple other guys that had some points to get in the unit, and so we've got, I think there's 4 tags. Trying to work through logistics to keep our social distancing and keep it all appropriate. And it looks like I'll be there Tuesday through Friday, coming home Saturday right now. So
I just talked to Peter, and he said he's not going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
Because
he was a definite too, I thought.
Yeah,
he's from Montana, and they have a stay-at-home order, I think.
Yeah.
They have if you leave the state on a 14-day quarantine upon return.
That's what it is.
So, trying to balance with his kids and that he just couldn't swing it. So Craig and Bruce are going, James, Jim O'Leary, and I think Ross Sebi from Switchback are going. So it's going to be a divide and conquer anyways, but yeah, so that's kind of the plan right now. Hopefully a bear is out, or a shed horn is found, or a sturgeon is caught, or whatever. So
fresh brownies, that's what I'd be going for.
Yeah, fresh brownies.
Copy that. T-Roy, we got any good questions?
If you go to the chat,
yeah, we've got, so Chris Wright said, what do you recommend for a first-time lefty wanting to start bow hunting? What's a good bow to start with?
You're the lefty, Code. Steve?
For lefty? I would say whatever bow fits you the most comfortably. Yeah, I think you need to try more than one brand of bow, and just whatever fits you the best is, I feel, what you should go with.
That's the best thing. Yeah, I guarantee you that's the best piece of advice. We get this question a lot actually on online and emails and stuff like that. It's like, where should I start? I want to get into bow hunting. Where should I start? And honestly, all of us would agree, go to a good pro shop, a high name pro shop. And if they're that good of a pro shop, they will let you shoot any bow in the whole place. So go do that, start there. And everybody's different. Everybody's grip's a little bit different. Everybody's feels a little bit different, and just shoot all the bows and figure out which bow, works best for you. And that's a great way to start. But a good pro shop is definitely,
the best start.
We've got the bow rack here in Eugene, which is about 2.5 hours away from us. And it's like probably one on the Western United States, I would say, one of the best.
Yeah. Wayne and the crew do a great job over there. There's a lot of good ones out there, and that's the biggest thing is fit, and make sure, shoot them all. Don't just go like, I'm going to buy this bow based on what we shoot, or it's one of those things. Just go into it blindfolded and pick the best one that you feel good about.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple people who have actually gone, and they were able to shoot at the bow shop. They're trying to maintain the 6 foot rule, and I know the bow rack is, and the local one here in Coos Bay, Jim, he's been able to stay open. They've had to reduce their hours a little bit, but it's something maybe you can do with, your kiddo or something, or respecting that distance, or you just set up a target in your backyard and just go have some fun.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay. Yanni Amaxis asked, you guys gonna hunt turkeys this spring? Well, I'm gonna shoot one in my driveway on the 15th.
Nice.
Wow.
That is
Real
happening.
sporting.
Tough hunt.
Real sporting.
Yeah, I posted a story, I think it was yesterday morning. I was going to the range and like I tagged Warbin, the hunting public, because these two toms were walking down the fence in my horse pasture, and they were like 7 yards from me. It would have been sporting.
Yeah. One of my favorite messages was, man, I would love to get that pin of where you're at. And you're like, it's my driveway.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a DM message. Yeah. J Rake guys asked like, hey, where's that at? Driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Is Trevor drinking a Truly on Mars? What's the biggest blacktail you ever shot? Probably not as big as we would like. That's for sure.
Felt like yay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wise, somewhere around 170, 180.
I like where your head's at.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
This one's a good one. Speed Freak 09 asks, what is your favorite single item in your pack out on a hunt?
That's good. That is good.
Like a luxury item, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I think
Is that-
just like in your pack, not on your persons or in your hand. What something you carry in your pack.
Oh, I mean,
I'm gonna say, oh, there goes Trevor.
Hey,
Trevor's out.
Have a good one.
Yep. I'm gonna throw out a comfortable sleeping pad.
That'd be probably one of the more important. Yeah,
That would be probably the most important, is a good pad.
Yeah.
That's I claim that. Your next one, Steve. You gotta move on.
For me would be a good small compact down bag. Like a good, for early season, a good 20 degree small
Sleep bag.
compactable. Yep. Down bag is. That's a good one for me.
Mine would probably be like
40 pairs of socks.
well, the socks you gotta have. I'm trying to think outside the box because I need a sleep bag and a pad and everything. So mine would be probably two things. I like to have a nightcap, so probably be a little bit of whiskey or something, and then food probably. Just because every single day
food, Trent.
it's something that you look forward to at the end of the day.
He's back. He's back.
Oh gosh, a hot meal of beef stroganoff. You can't beat it. It's hard to beat, and you look forward to it. I know I'm going to have my pad, my sleeping bag. Well, my pad was popped for half this last year, but anyway, go ahead, Trevor. What would you Captain Truly?
Some luxury items that I like to bring are I like to bring either Listerine.
Oh my God, here we go.
These little Listerine pieces.
Wow.
You pop one on your tongue, and then it makes your reeds taste delicious for the trip.
Oh.
And then this little pick thing.
Or some mint gum. I always bring floss, but at night, a big thing that I like is little packets of Tabasco hot sauce. I like to, a little bit of spice goes a long way to make your food
It does
not suck after 7 to 10 days.
Yeah,
So,
it does. Tapatio.
some people use tap. They make a powder Tapatio that's pretty awesome, and then they make these little pouches, little individual pouches for Tabasco, and those are my go-to. I'm surprised Cody didn't say chapstick because he's always hitting that up.
You have the gum, I got the chapstick.
Yep, chapstick and wet wipes you always have.
Wet wipes. Yeah. Dang.
And I would say another good one that now is a necessity for all of us is trekking poles. So I almost never go without trekking poles on a hike, knowing that if we kill one, it's a lifesaver. So
Yeah.
When we kill one. When?
Yeah.
When?
Let's see. Oscar Crocker said last night on Phelps's video, he claimed to be the songbird of his generation. Who do you guys think the best songbird is from the Bro crew?
Cody.
I'm just waiting for him to break out in song, actually.
Michael, take it away.
Oh, you mean like singing or calling? I mean, he was talking. Okay, if you watched the video,
Step
which
Brothers,
I watched,
you would know what he's talking about.
they were asking about his calling, his bugling, and he said he said that he's been called the songbird of his generation, and so best caller I think is Cody.
Oh, I would say probably.
The best singer is me, hands down.
Oh my God.
You guys, who's gonna argue with that?
You throw them out there for sure.
Not arguing. Not arguing.
I did win a dancing competition.
He did. I was there for that. I was there.
Prove the singing, Trevor. Just give me like 3 notes.
Like what song?
Please, Lord, please.
Singer's choice.
Maybe after a few more TMDs.
There you go.
I'll probably break out in song.
Okay.
That is your family. Yours.
Yeah, no, it's not, Steve. He's still up for adoption. I already told you this on the last conversation that we had.
Let's see.
Oh.
LFC 911 said, do you think the point creep will reverse in the upcoming draws with the COVID-19? That's
No.
actually a really
No.
really good. I was reading an Eastman's email this morning, and guy had reached out and talked to someone in the Montana deal, and they said that they were down to that date where they normally were before the deadline last night. And this was maybe probably a week or two. They were down almost 37% in applications.
Really?
So,
That's legit.
so yeah,
That's-
I mean, the only state there, Arizona didn't get affected, New Mexico, Wyoming for elk didn't get affected, but Montana, Colorado deadlines next week.
Right.
I think it's going to affect the Colorado and the Oregon and the Montana.
Yeah, and I think
if I use myself as an example, I usually take off 2 to 3 weeks every year to go on these hunts. This year, I'm off right now with an executive order from the governor that says that I can't do any elective dental work until June 15th right now. So, and I've been off work for 2.5 weeks already. So, taking that into consideration, I'm not going to be able to do that this year. So I'm not applying for some things that I usually apply for. And I think that a lot of people are in the same boat.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I don't know what happens if this whole lockdown thing goes, because they've already shut down the Forest Service.
Well, looking at clarification of that, they in Oregon currently in most all of the Forest Service, they have shut down developed sites that have been used for recreation.
Yeah.
So
Trailheads.
yeah, and I'm trying to get clarification, and there's a guy that's a retired PR director that was at Washington DC for the Forest Service here in town, and I've been trying to get a hold of him to see who I can get in touch with to kind of get I'd like to get someone from the Forest Service, BLM, some of these state agencies on a live here just to kind of go through some of those questions. But it sounds to me the roads are still open. You can park alongside the road and go for it. I don't know if you can use trails.
Or probably like public bathrooms and stuff. Right?
Yeah, no, yeah, all the bathrooms, that kind of it. Any campgrounds are shut down. And that order in the Oregon side is through September 30th right now. Wow.
Yeah. No, that's, whoa. Steve, that's your,
Oh,
that's your
that is your brother. That is straight DNA, bloodline. There's nothing.
that is not.
No one's going to adopt that. Nobody.
Yeah, I need to talk to my parents again and make sure that's not the case. There was some
That was pretty
discrepancy.
good. That was good.
Someone said, "Is that Steve's turkey bowl in the background?" Yes, it is.
Again,
Gobble gobble.
I'm
Yep.
up here in the little cubby hole.
Locked in your cell.
Myself, yeah.
Get back in your cell with your beautiful wife.
Okay, guys, if you just joined us, we're doing a live kind of Q&A here. We all have to put up with Trevor, so we would love it if you wrote some comments down to keep this thing going. That'd be awesome. Oh man, we get a ton of questions, guys. That's a good one. We're gonna squash it right now on game bags. Cody, where are we at with you? Just give us an update on the game bag situation.
Currently COVID-19 is not a good thing for import on materials. And yeah, the material that we use and tested, we're still struggling to get. And then the sew shop that we've got planned, they've been switched to making PPE right now. So our delivery date originally that planned and targeted is not going to hit, but the goal of trying to land before season, I think, is still pretty strong. So it's going to be, looks like more in a July timeframe that we'll have those things available. So.
Hey, Code, next time you talk to them, if they're making PPE, would you mind just having them send some out
What's a
to me?
PPP?
Yeah.
PPP is actually the SBA
Personal
loan that I'm
protection
looking into.
equipment.
Boom.
Oh, true story. I'm sorry. It's been a rough
That's what
couple
we're
weeks.
talking about.
Let's see. Actually, Austin Fisher says, "Now I know why you won't answer the phone." I
I
think
just got. I'm sorry. You just called me and I couldn't answer. I got some.
Yeah,
Why don't you
that's why
answer and put him on speaker?
I dropped the
Get throat
call
punch.
earlier because I tried to answer.
Because
It
it's
dropped
because
the
it's
call.
live. Austin needs to be prepped for those kind of things.
Throat punch 34.
Oh, I guarantee when he heard beers with the bros, he's going, "What the heck am I not?"
How am I not in on that?
Oh man. Okay, what do we got? Headed to Wyoming in general elk season for the first time. Drive from Texas. Thinking of hunting the Medicine Bow NF National Forest Service. Since it's the closest objective, should I run with that plan or go to grizzly country?
Less people.
Less people in grizzly country, and there you go. Great
There you
answer,
go.
Trevor. Great answer, Trevor. Great answer. Oh man.
I can't take you serious with that. What are you doing in your background?
He's
Is
got
that
a
like
sword.
Christmas party?
He's got a sword.
Does he now? What does he got now?
That's a sword, bro.
Yeah, try not to be jealous, boys. I found this at a.
I've still got your. What are you doing? Oh my god!
Well,
There can only be one. What are Oh man.
Oh,
You have a sword?
What's
yeah,
that?
he has a sword.
Vegas just turned.
Yeah. We're in a recession. I don't think it's time to be buying medieval products, Trevor.
Well, I had this from before.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
But to wrap up the game bag question, guys, we are working on it as hard as we can. But right now, it's just with all of the things that are going down. Oh my goodness, it's it's not a good time right now. But we're trying our hardest, definitely, to have them out by season. Everybody will know. We'll launch it on every single platform when we do get them out. So
Yeah.
That pawn shop really got me good. It was a Lord of the Rings. It's a Lord of the Rings replica. How do you say no to that?
How much was that? How much was that?
Probably like 500. I bet.
You know, Trent, How do you
There was a
put a cost
big-
on something like that?
There was a
If you
big
look really
pause,
close,
Trevor.
that smudge right there says Randy Jackson. You not
Oh,
get Randy Jackson's autograph.
Trent, it'd be an honor to be knighted by something like this. This sucker's heavy.
Hey, Trevor, I want to see you take something out with it. Come on.
I wouldn't mind
Take
trying.
out that bookshelf behind you.
Yeah.
This is what I was hoping that Beers with Born and Raised would turn into.
Okay.
Mental skills.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you told us we're live, so I wanted to get a few things together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, back to some questions here. Tyler Freeman said, floorless or floored tents? Which do you guys prefer?
Oh, geez. He brought up a real sensitive subject in our crew.
Well, I've experienced both, and I think there's pros and cons to both. Depends on the weather, depends on the terrain, and yeah, I mean, I think you got to try both. I think the floorless shelter with a stove in late season is pretty tough to beat if you got a couple guys with you. Early September, you don't need much for shelter, honestly, and I think you can, we've all used both, or well, I guess you guys have never used a tarp, you just made fun of it.
Yeah, so
Well,
exactly.
I saw you in a wind and rainstorm in Montana, Cody, where it looked like a river runs through it.
It was the worst night.
Through the middle of your
It was the worst night of my entire life.
I watched him and Speck in Colorado in a nasty one and giving them all of our stuff.
Yeah.
I'll stay in the tent.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tent it up.
I stay in a tent.
Yeah.
If it was amazing weather, it would be nice because you save weight. But
You save weight, the simplicity. The only thing, a lot of the tarp that I've got takes quite a bit of, you can pitch it in a side hill, but you need quite a bit of flat area. But with that, the nice thing of it is actually, it's roomy inside. I can have all my gear in there. If I need to dry out, you can dry out and and get everything under cover. But yeah. Wet Noodle asks, when are the deer hunting videos coming?
Hopefully
Good
sooner
question.
than later. Hopefully.
Montana muletail, as Trent likes to call it,
It's
should drop starting this Sunday. So look for that on Sunday.
Casey from Hushin just texted. He said, "I hope everybody is watching Beers with Bros." Trevor just introduced a sword. Oh my goodness!
well,
So bad.
I thought you guys might want to see it.
Hey, having fun. What are you doing, right?
Yeah.
Trent, knife choice, replaceable or fixed blade? Fixed blade all over the place, just because of the toughness and durability of them. I think sharpening a knife, honestly, would be my, it's harder than picking a knife out, I guess. So as far as get a good knife and get a good sharpener, two things, and you will not need a replaceable blade ever, yeah. I promise you.
Yeah.
Jacob Sarver asks, what kind of wine is Cody drinking? A local red? Why, yes, I am. Actually.
Of course it is. I bet it's a red blend.
No, it's a Syrah.
Steve,
2015.
Steve,
Red blend.
It was a good year.
It's getting a little weird.
That winery actually no longer exists, so it's a really nice bottle.
Bankrupted.
Has it been aged?
Yeah, how old is it? What year is it?
Yeah.
That's a 2015. It was a good year.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Colby Force, what for your arrows, what spine and broadhead do you guys use?
We're all over the map.
There's
Yeah,
this
kind
all
of
over the map.
flies out of the end of the bow. Is the ones I usually pick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Paper.
Yep.
Steve,
What
what
do-
do you shoot a 340, Steve?
I was shooting a 300, but I'm going to go to a 340 with a 100 grain broadhead. That's
100.
Yep, that's my plan this year.
Gotcha.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
I switched to 100 last year.
What is
I
your
was
favorite? Oh, sorry, I thought you were done, Trev.
I was shooting a really heavy arrow up front, and I switched back, went the other way with it last year. Seemed to work okay. But then it was a little fuzzy horn spike, so it probably wouldn't have made a difference.
Hey.
Let's be honest.
It went through it. Went through it.
Texas Bow Hunting Outdoors asks, what is your favorite state to hunt? And he goes, I want a different place from each person.
Well, then we might be lying.
Well,
Uh,
okay. So
Mine
Speak
was
from the heart.
Wyoming, but I'm just going to throw this out there. Mine's probably Arizona now.
That's not right, man.
That's not right.
Yeah, I mean,
And I can
could
imagine,
you-
but I'd also probably say Nevada. I've never hunted there, but I can imagine that's pretty good too.
I
Hopefully,
hunted New Mexico. It was awesome.
Yeah.
New Mexico was fun.
Yeah.
man, Montana 2 years ago was pretty tough to beat.
It was epic.
Yeah.
And rifle hunting in Colorado last year was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
It's hard to, I think it's hard to base
We
it
haven't really
on, like,
had any bad ones, have we? Well, you guys had a couple in Idaho. Let's be honest.
Idaho was a little rough.
Idaho,
Yeah.
Colorado was a little rough when we,
Yeah.
I mean,
We've had some times in I mean,
Your
It's-
Wyoming last year was tricky, Trent.
It was
yeah,
rough.
Steve?
yeah, it was not as good as normal. That's for darn sure. But
yeah,
that's
and
the whole thing. I mean, it's not the, I guess you could say what's your favorite state, but it's every adventure seems like it's different, you know, every single time that you're in a different state, wherever it may be, it's the adventure that you have that makes the hunt. It's not the state for me anyway, because a lot of it, topography wise, and a lot of the same kind of looking stuff. So I don't know. It's who you're with.
Yeah.
I would definitely say we had a lot of fun in Arizona, but if I was to pick one, the people in Wyoming are awesome.
100% bottom line.
I mean, just down to earth.
It was so
awesome
cool because we got to meet a bunch of those people at Salt Lake this year, because it's not too awful far from Wyoming. There's a bunch of people that drove. It's the nicest people you'll ever meet, in my opinion. Not as nice as Myrtle Point people, but you know, close.
Arizona was pretty amazing too. The people were amazing.
Yeah, we met a lot of nice people there too.
Let's see. So Hack Hunter asks, what do you guys do with your old bloody EXO packs from year to year? The easiest thing to do is take a hose to it outside on the patio, or throw it in the bathtub, soak it, and
Yep. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
what is
That's
in
Trevor
your head?
with the coronavirus is what it is.
That
Those Skittles?
that picture, that might have been his dance off. Remember that dance off he was talking about?
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
I did finish it with the splits. I did.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. The only thing.
was that down in Reading at the
Yeah, it
Western
was.
Classic Trail Shoot?
It was.
It would.
It was.
That was the night. That was the night that my own father looked at his son and said, "I don't know who you are." Same night. Oh, it was good.
Oh, I had to stand up for the whole family.
It was good. It was good.
So everyone knows I won.
Yeah,
and
he
that's
did.
the most important thing.
Yes. Yes, you did.
I've seen this question a couple times from Chris Wright. He goes, what kind of releases do y'all use?
Oh, good call. Good
The
call.
wise guy from Spot Hogg.
Everybody uses a different one, I think. Steve went with back tension, I think, this last year.
I'm shooting I went back to the Too Simple, the Carter Too Simple.
Okay. I shoot the short and sweet by, who makes that?
True Ball.
True Ball. Yeah.
True Ball.
I
Yeah.
used to shoot that one, and I switched to the wise guy from Spot Hogg.
Yeah, I've been
Same
shooting the
idea.
wise guy and the I think it's a Saturday Night Fever or Friday Night Fever.
Friday Night Fever is the little tiny one, so I think it's Saturday night.
I did that in my dance routine, actually.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I did, yeah.
Jess Robinson asks, any more thoughts on this?
What else we got, guys? If you're just joining us, write down the question.
Yeah, and also in the chat there, it's Beers with Bro. So cheers, guys. Thanks for joining on a night. Trent, Trevor, Steve.
On it.
Pick up your favorite seltzer and
let's see here. Back, I missed. Jess Robinson. Any more thoughts on the SIG rangefinder scope system? Are you going to stick with it?
and in the state that it's legal, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked flawlessly. In Colorado last year, I shot that bull at 500. What was it? 520 yards or something like that. It was 582.
Okay.
It was
582.
482 and to shoot for, and the actual was like 520 or something like that. So it was a poke out there, and it shot it right through the heart. It was amazing.
That's amazing you hit it. Oh no, it's an awesome system. Yeah, last year we've got a bunch of video from it. It worked well.
Yeah. Let's see here. Scotty
Try out a new one
McWilliams.
today.
Scotty McWilliams said, hoping to get my first elk this fall. Trent, where the heck did your parents find this guy?
Yeah,
Your brother.
we asked that every family reunion, every time that the family's together. We're not sure.
I came out first, Trent. So after mom and dad saw me, they said, he's so beautiful, I think we'll have another one. So you're welcome.
Oh,
And it went downhill from there, right?
are you sure? Steve, he's still up for adoption and he's coming to your house.
Negative. No.
Negative.
Negative.
Oh man, I have used Primos reeds. Wayne Pullen. I have used Primos reed calls for a long time. How do yours compare? Ours are way better.
Good call.
No. Anyway, ours are just a little bit different, and in my opinion, I've tried. And Trevor can attest to this. He's probably into reeds, probably the better part of a couple $1,000, probably, I would say, just into reeds back in the day. And anyway, it was tough to find one that actually worked for each one of us, and ours just
I invested a lot of money.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And ours just seemed to, out of the 3 reeds, everybody that I've kind of worked with, and I think you guys can attain too, it's one of them will work for you. You can get the sound out of at least one of them, guaranteed.
Yeah.
So,
and that kind of goes to a question by Richard Chittenden. What's your favorite go-to call when bugling rutting bulls?
So,
what style?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure exactly where he's going with that, but I guess sound. You could do a different read and then sound.
I think when the bulls are rutting, you want to instead of like a cow call where you're trying to lure one in, maybe you would want to go to a fight routine, so he'll come challenge you. But
did you just run out there and stick those arrows in that?
That's what I was gonna say. He did.
Trent,
I just
wanted to show you some of my groups that I've been laying down.
Oh God!
I just thought I'd show you that. I wish I could zoom in on it better. Not that you need to. It's just basically right where you put the 12 ring. That's where it is.
There you go, Trevor.
Oh, the king.
You ever killed one of those? That's too bad.
Oh, I shot at one this year. You sniped it out from right out from under me. You started stack at you, will you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, geez.
Oh, the only time I picked up a shotgun.
I love it.
It was awesome.
Chris Street's asking, Steve, what bull is that behind you?
That's the gobbler bull. That is.
Go over there closer, Steve. Can you pick it up and give us a
Another one.
yeah, a little tour of it?
A little
That
tour
was
of
the
the.
one where you gobbled and then fell down, blacked out.
Oh wait, here we go. I'm all technology gets me. Where am I supposed to be? Can you see it?
Yeah, but you got to get closer to
You
him.
got to
Show
get
those.
closer.
Those tines are giant, and it doesn't do it justice.
Doesn't do it justice. We're talking over 50-inch main beams on a Roosevelt, guys. That is unheard of.
It doesn't look like that in that picture, unfortunately.
No.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Get
Take it
Trevor's
outside.
sword out.
Yeah, get Trevor's sword.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then, because I'm going to have to duck under him again. That's the solo hunt bull.
That's cool, bull.
But, yeah.
Sweet.
That was him.
Nice job, Steve.
I tried.
That was a good shot.
What else do we got over here, guys?
Tyler Spears, if Hulk Hogan can kill a bull in costume, why not Nacho Trente?
Yeah, that was a one-time deal. Hopefully, usually when Dirk and I get together, there's just shenanigans. And when he approached me with that one, I didn't. Yeah, Steve was there for the whole thing.
I think we should try to make that happen again. Maybe he could kill one next year.
That cape. That cape was bad to the bone. I will say that.
Awesome.
You feel pretty cool with the cape on. I'm not gonna lie. You just do. I mean, it's like having that sword. Don't you feel cool with that, Trevor?
I feel great.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
Going through his archives of photos.
This is one of the funnest things I've ever done in my whole life.
Josh R. asks, what are your occupations? Trevor.
I'm currently unemployed.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you guys are looking, but I'm looking to sell some things. If we have a little time, I'd like to take this opportunity to show you around.
Giant sword.
I have a leather jacket I'm looking at selling. I have a sword for sale.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Steve is a plumber by trade, and
Yep.
Cody and I are born and raised outdoors full time to bring you stuff like this.
Currently, Trevor is non-essential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he's
not currently, Cody. Pretty much 24/7.
24/7.
Been watching a lot of the Tiger King lately.
And that happened.
And the shirt is off.
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of the Tiger King. Have you guys been watching that?
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, Steve doesn't even know what it is. So
Oh no, Steve.
Steve watched
Dude.
it before you.
I binge watched it before any of you guys even knew what it was.
wow.
That's the first.
Yeah, and he sings country.
Kind
And
ish.
it was cuckoo but hilarious.
Oh man.
J Rake Outdoors asks, what's the worst weather experience y'all have had while elk hunting?
Oh well. Ooh.
In Colorado, when the trees were falling around all around us.
I was going to say that first year we went to Colorado, every single day was lightning, thunder, downpour. That was the year of the floods, the flash floods.
Yeah.
A bunch of roads got washed out.
We had
hail.
lightning, trees falling. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But probably one of my favorite was years ago over in your neck of the woods, Cody, when we had that weekend when we biked in and Trent didn't bring anything and it poured all weekend and he rolled himself in my
tarp like
tarp
a taco.
like a burrito up against my tent. That was pretty good.
It actually wasn't that uncomfortable, to be honest with you. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad.
Uh,
John, we've had a few. I think we've had a few things that were just like hail and some snow. One of the most probably like days straight of freezing. I think it never got above like 26 degrees for like 5 days. Was when Steve and I went to Montana. with Phelps and
that was cold.
and Schmidt. That was cold, man.
That was very cold.
Yeah.
I mean, our boots were frozen solid in the morning.
Yeah, every day. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, great.
okay. What do we got?
Trent, I thought you'd, since you were a logger, how do you stay in
What
shape?
do you guys
now?
think doing a muzzleloader hunt? Trent,
Oh.
what?
What?
What? Cody?
Josh R said, I thought you used to be a logger. How do you stay in shape now for elk season? This guy's a hook tender for Big Tower outfit.
Oh, cool.
He doesn't.
He does. See, and that's that crap that I get. Drinking ice water right now. That's what I'm a cleansing. Actually, I'm keto. I'm full ketogenic right now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. No, I think we all just do something a little separate as far as just, I don't know, working out and getting ready. If you tell your mind that you can do it, you can pretty much do it. If you just say, hey, this is what's going on. Oh, man.
Brandon Hansen asks, what do you guys think of the Washington State closing down the recreational fishing?
Sucks.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one because, like, in my opinion, the social distancing, isn't that the epitome of social distancing? Getting out and doing something?
Yeah.
I think it's BS. I think if you're social distancing but you're out there in the outdoors enjoying yourself, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, to me, you have more exposure risk going to the grocery store
100%.
or, some of these places. Yeah, makes it challenging. And it's pretty sad to see, honestly. I talked to one of my buddies here in town, is a state cop, and he was concerned that Oregon would follow suit, but currently no plans. That was just kind of rumor mill. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not.
Well, you have a higher chance of getting infected from pumping gas than you do putting in your boat at a boat ramp and going out and going fishing,
Well,
So-
the worst part is Oregon just passed a new law that allows us to individually pump our own gas, which is worse than having an attendant pump,
Actually, it was even different than that today. Shannon went down and filled up today, and the gas station attendant refused to pump gas and said that he would stand there and watch her do it.
Wow.
So there's someone breaking the 6-foot rule to make sure she pumps her gas right, I guess, because it's so hard. It's just everything's all backwards right now. But that being said, we're not from Washington, and that's one of the worst states that were hit by the virus. And I can understand the sentiment behind, hey, this is really bad. Let's all just shut down everything for a while and let's get through this. I think that if you went completely the opposite way with it and everyone was on board with it for a minute, that would be a lot better than this, like what I'm going through. I have a 3-month and 1 week shutdown of my business. And I think it would be really awesome if the whole United States shut down for 3 weeks rather than 3 months for me. So I see both sides of it.
But in the end, it's called common sense. Use your head.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't know.
Just not a lot of that today.
Yeah.
Sorry to say that.
No. But I am starting a GoFundMe account for myself. I'll link it in the description below.
I like where your head's at.
Bingo. Steve. Bingo.
We've been seeing lots of questions here on FMJs or carbon. I've shot both. I think they're both good. I think there's some advantages with that FMJ, but you do bend them, is probably the downfall of it. But I like the higher GPI for them. So
the FMJs are true blue. Like they're
legit
straight goods. But
yeah.
But if they get bent, they're bent.
Yeah.
Troy Stike. Trent, what did you guys think of doing a muzzleloader hunt? Well, Troy, I will be doing one this year when I draw my New Mexico tag and Colorado. And you're going to see a lot of muzzle machine from this guy this year. I have put in for a couple slower hunts here, so hopefully, if I draw, but the chances are probably slim enough. So, but yes, I'm not getting out of bow hunting by no means, but yeah, I like trying new things. This rifle season this last year was super fun, and but bow hunting is going to probably always be our backbone. If you and hunting with a sword now.
A sword. Here's a good one here. Trevor, sing happy birthday to Jenna Talia.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Jen,
you guys are making me laugh. I gotta put this phone down.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
No.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh, it's so bad.
Your new
Well,
brother.
Baby, you
I
got
can't do it right now.
You got him.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he understood it. Anyway. What else do we got? Troy, keep beating us with questions, so Trevor doesn't have to.
Did you guys see that Alaska actually closed spring bear season to residents and non-residents?
Did not see that.
Yesterday.
What?
Did not.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's retarded. That's dumb.
That's pretty rough.
That was a bad word for me to say, but yeah, that's bad. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyone using Hoyt's new ice camo? If it gets cold enough, I might look into it. Probably not. Team Racket. Advice on getting daughters into hunting. I have a newborn little girl. My 4-year-old little man is all about it. Hey, first off, congratulations on your newborn little girl, Team Racket.
Yeah.
And Steve, Trevor, you guys both have girls?
Oh yeah, got 3.
I would just say I always put it out there that I would like to invite them. I take them on nice warm days. I take them for short hunts.
Oh, so you turn them into sissies. That's cool.
I have a 9 and I have a 9 and a 10-year-old girl, and I think you need to try to make it really fun instead of like a super grind. And then hopefully when you mention it again, they'll want to go, and just keep on doing that.
Good call, Steve.
They're always right and you're always wrong.
There you go.
That's my oldest Chelsea, she's spent some time in the outdoors with us, but my twins, they don't want nothing to do with it, but that's good. That's cool. I'm fine with that, and let them, choose the path they want to go down. And if they want to be in the outdoors, and by all means, embrace them in that. But if not, then, support them in what they want to do, whether it's sports or whatever it may be.
So give them the option, but don't push them, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I do not push. I think that's a bad thing. Do with anything, whether it's hunting, sports, whatever they may be doing, don't push, and let them find their own path and just support them.
10-4.
But you're always wrong. I'll tell you that. You're never right.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got?
Pushing right at almost an hour mark. The one thing I did want to say, so yesterday Tuesday, we announced we're doing a 10% back to No Kids Hungry, just because of this whole COVID-19 with all the school closures. There's 22 million kids that rely on school lunches a day. So for the time being, we're going to be donating 10% of our sales to that cause. And then pretty awesome. My good friend Trevor Mock, who owns a software company here in Roseburg, Carrot, said that he will match our donation up to $4,000. So
That's so awesome.
That's awesome.
let's do our best to kind of help out. And you know, and this kind of just goes to anyone out there. If you haven't been as affected, there's a lot of other people that have been through this whole thing. And if there's anything you can do to help out, whether it's, you know, just delivering groceries to your neighbor that, you know, an elderly couple or anything like that, where they can't, you know, they don't want to brace that exposure or stack firewood for them, anything like that, go do it. Help out as much as you can through these tough times. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
got another one here. Eric, N1RB said, do you guys have your packs available from EXO?
This
That's
just it.
interesting that question just came up.
Yeah.
We just got, actually, Eric, we just got 50 of our packs in. We talked to Steve Speck, what was it, yesterday or day before? Anyway, and he just got 50 of our packs in. And when they're gone, he's going to order more. So it'll be kind of this revolving door thing of hopefully he's going to keep more of the packs in stock for us. He's been going through some tough ordering issues too with some of the stuff. So get them while they're hot. There's 50 of them right now that I know of. And when they're gone, he's going to order some more. But yeah, as of right now, you can get one within, what did you say, shipping, Cody? Like a week and a half?
They're basically, with this whole COVID deal, they're just 2 at a time in the warehouse shipping. So it's like 2 to 3 days for a ship time. So
Sweet.
within a week, you should have a pack and go from there.
Yeah, we have
I think-
30 Fusion guys, 30 of the camo and Fusion, and then we have 20 of those are in Ranger Green. So whatever you like.
Easiest way, jump on the website and you hit the shop button, down arrow, and under hunting gear it says EXO backpacks. Click right there and away it goes. So here's a good one. How old were you guys when you started hunting? And was it with a rifle or was it bow hunting?
Ooh.
Wolverine, you want to take this one?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh my
Oh my.
That is
Rough times.
Yeah.
I just shaved. So this is what before, after.
They both look terrifying.
yes, they do.
Well, when you're unemployed, Trent, you can grow a beard. You know?
This is true.
Son of.
Oh, dang it.
I forgot the question.
So did we grow up hunting? I think all of us grew up hunting, you know, all of us with our dads and families and stuff hunting. And as for me and Trevor, I don't think we started bow hunting till we were, I don't know, 16 or so, probably somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think I was 17.
17. We rifle hunted. Our dad, took us rifle hunting first. My dad bow hunted all of our lives pretty much, from in the early 80s on. So anyway, but we started out rifle hunting, then picked up a bow and when we were old enough.
Yeah, I remember we went to a bunch of archery shoots when we were kids. That was something that my dad was really passionate about. He was one of the first ever people to start 3D archery shoots. So we would literally glue cardboard boxes on top of cardboard boxes over and over and over again. And then my dad would draw like an elk or a deer, and then he would take his chainsaw and cut it out and put stakes. And that was one of the first 3-dimensional target. He would like sculpt the cardboard. And we grew up kind of doing that in the summertime. And so we had a good bow hunting or a shooting bows background, but we started out rifle hunting and then merged into the bow hunting.
Yeah, I remember distinctly my first elk hunting trip. I was 9 years old that I went with my dad just to like tag along, and then bow or rifle hunted the first year because my birthday's in October, so like bow season was already closed when I turned 12, and then from 13 on bow hunted. But it took a lot of years to kill my first one. A lot of years. But
Yeah, I will say starting out, my first year I was 12. I missed 6 bucks with a rifle my first year when I was 12 years old. I never killed one.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It was pretty painful. So don't
Steve,
get
did you grow up?
discouraged.
Yeah. My dad was a rifle hunter whole life. I started out at the age of 12 rifle hunting for deer, never hunted elk. But the first time I hunted elk, I was 17 with a bow, got my first elk at 18, and I bow hunted for pretty much deer and elk at that point on till now. So, but I'm ready to get back into the different avenues of rifle, muzzleloader, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Back to the old roots. Should be fun.
Well,
That's
sweet.
the picture, Trent, of that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So the story behind this picture behind my background right here is we got on this
That's a painful one.
it was right off the road. I kid you not. This is Arizona this last year. We get on this bull and it was like a small, it wasn't small, but anyway, it was like 280, 270 or something. And Steve was looking for a bigger bull, which it was day 2 or 1. It was really, really.
That was the first day.
Was it the
First day, first morning.
Mm-hmm.
first morning.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, we're driving out on the highway and these guys recognize us and they come running out to us. And so we jump out and talk to them and they're just, it was so fun to see their excitement. And they were looking for elk, obviously. And we're like, well, we just right over this hill right here. We just got on a bull this morning and he was bugling just a little bit ago and we just left him and everything. Those kids go over that hill. They run, they grab their bows, run over the hill and stab that giant.
Not the same bull.
Not the same bull.
Not the same bull.
Yeah, they come to us like, we took your advice and man, it was awesome. And we're like, well, wait a second. That was not.
Steve's looking over there like,
yeah.
Son of a.
Yeah,
That was awesome though. Those were
so cool.
Those guys were really cool.
Yeah.
It was a good couple young guys. So
It was cool.
that was his first bull too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was
he
pretty
grew
awesome.
up in Arizona. He had been putting in. His mom drew the tag too. What 7 or more 12 years?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They goose deer hunt a bunch up there.
Yeah.
That's like when people ask like, what's your favorite state to hunt? And we say Arizona, but you got to think you get to hunt it once every 8 to 10 years if you're a resident. Here in Oregon, we hunt every single year. So there are some pluses and minuses to those trophy states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that one guy we met, he had waited 18, 19 years to draw the same hunt I did. Remember, but his son drew with 0 points, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the father had waited a long time to draw that tag.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. We're fortunate.
We're in that same boat with Oregon elk for us.
Yep. For the big hunts, it's a long time.
For those of you guys that missed the first part of this when we covered it, people are asking about game bags. We are still with this Corona deal. We are fighting some production issues with material and sew shops. So the goal and plan is midsummer July to get those back in hand. We will keep you guys posted. We know specifically when we will have those in hand. And as soon as we know more information, we will let you guys know. We're definitely not keeping it top secret when they're coming out or anything.
No.
Speaking of not keeping it top secret, if any of you guys watching this know of sew shops or something that could help us out, reach out to us.
Yeah,
We're
Chasing Tails Outdoors Dishman said, can we donate to the No Kid Hungry? Which, we're doing the 10% of sales. You can, it's nokidhungry.org and donate directly on their site. So there you go.
Sweet. Thanks for that, Jason Taylor. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How long do we want to do this, Cody? Are we going to kick it? Are we going to try to keep it to an hour once a week? Let's just talk about some formats here. What are we going to?
I'm off for another 2.5 months, Trent. I don't know how long it's going to go. I mean, I can go pretty much the better part of a decade.
So I was drinking Truly's nightly on YouTube. Hey, everybody's got to have goals.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
If we do this again, I do want like an episode feature where I feature something I want to try to sell.
We could do our own YouTube Craigslist with Trevor's crap. That's
Yeah.
not a bad idea. That's a
Yeah.
terrible idea.
Yeah.
I do think people are going to come to the table next time with a little better backgrounds, Trevor. I think that really crushed it.
Just so you know, I spent at least 20 minutes getting these ready.
It turns out you had the time.
I had all day.
Trevor, how good are you on a sewing machine?
It's a good idea.
Not great.
Oh, there we go.
Not great.
You're on the bags, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, guys, this was fun. This was good.
It was.
Yep.
This
Can't
was
wait.
awesome.
To do it again. I know we've talked here about adding some guests. So if you guys want to see some people on here with the Beers with Bro, hit it up in the comments there, and we will try our best. We're gonna keep these things fun, and trying to get through these times right now, and just really stoked for everyone tuning in and joining us. It was super fun tonight. Had some good laughs with Trevor and his word or password.
Oh, it's horrifying. Not self-promotion at all.
What do we got here? Move your head. What is that?
I'm actually drinking an IPA there, so nobody judge me too much.
Are you like 22 in that picture? Or?
Been judged so much today.
I gained quite a bit of weight in the last couple of weeks, Cody. I don't know if you know that. I wake up in the morning and I say, "What is the meaning of life?" Sorry.
We need to get off here before this goes too far down Trevor's path. Oh man, guys!
I know we talked about the idea of running some of our old videos with us talking about them. Is that going to be something that's possible?
Yeah, I played around with it today trying to do so. I don't know. We may have to actually join physically in the same spot to make that happen effectively.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you guys, basically what we're talking about doing is going through a bunch of the archive videos and doing a commentary as the footage.
Story behind the story.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Oh, it would be a blast, I think.
Yep. I can just imagine the fights between Trent and Trevor and who was doing wrong at the time.
Trent.
It'll be good.
Mr. Mullins 80 said, "Jenna Talia says good night."
Goodness gracious, guys. All right.
Happy birthday.
Okay. With that, I think we're going to sign off with this one, guys. Thank you guys for everybody that joined us on this and all the chatting and stuff. It was a blast. Throw down some ideas if you want to in the comments, and we'll try to make this happen through these times. Our heart goes out to anybody that's obviously got the virus, but we just want to say thank you to everybody, first responders, nurses, everybody that's been working overtime doing this. We're stuck at home, but it could be a lot worse. So thank you guys that for putting it out there and being there for all of us. So, guys, anything else? Closing words.
Good night.
Good talk. Trevor, go back to your homework and get some more cool pictures for us. And practice with that sword if you want.
If anyone wants to buy a sword, you let me know.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
A sword.